Listen, I'm recording this after these battles have happened. I just want to say that you should definitely watch both of these battles because they're both wild. I don't care if you watch them at like quadruple speed or you sort of skim through the battles. You just need to see both the battles in some form or fashion. I don't want to give any spoilers away. Just these battles are actually wild. And I know it's going to be a long episode or a long battle or a long video because it's a double header, but you have to watch these. That's all I'm going to say. Now let's just get right into the video. I love you. Oh, YouTube, which is really good. My name is Baby Color, coach of the South Texas Sableyes, and this is going to be your week 7 and week 9 battles for the PGBL. I hope at the time you're seeing this that I am caught up in everything, but Randy and I actually opted to do a double header because my life was crazy and I just kept trying to push our week 7 match off, and he said, hey, why don't we just do a double header and upload it for week 9? So hopefully at this point, you know, we've done a little bit of catching up because I'm currently behind in like every league. I'm just behind in every league that I'm participating in, but we're doing a double header, so that should be pretty sweet. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, Randy is a good friend. We both live in the same city, but we don't really see each other that often. And by that often, I mean we've met approximately once. Let me shrink real quick. And also let me import my sets so that we have our sets for the first battle up. All right, cool. Randy, super good. I think the single person we've played the most in Draft League. I don't think we've battled anyone quite as much as we battled Randy. I'm honestly expecting to get washed here. I ended up pulling out a win against Root, which took my count to 3-4, I think. So I think I have to win at least one of these to stand a shot at playoffs. I really think I just have to win one to stand a shot at playoffs. I actually ended up changing my team for the last 3 weeks of the season, and if I make playoffs, it'll sort of like go into that as well. I don't know, man. The first team I'm bringing is going to be sort of like a setup Celesteela, an Entei, a Alolan Persian, a Raikou that is choice specs because it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks really good here, actually. Superior, it's like a subseed set. This stupid Dirtle thing, what is this thing called? I think I can just lead, 100% I think I can just lead Raikou here. I don't think there's much you can do about it. Is Raikou the proper lead? I think so. I can just Volt Switch on literally his entire team. You can Volt Switch on his entire team, and I definitely don't die to anything. Like, I don't think I get one shot by anything. Maybe a Z EQ by the, Scolipede, but I outspeed, or I should outspeed, as long as it's not Scarf, which would be an odd set. What was I talking about? I had words to say. The Superior is a subseed set, and the Starmie is sort of like an offensive spinner. I don't think I actually brought hazards this week, which is probably a misstep. This is not the team I expected at all. I expected the Clefable and the Megazam and the Scolipede, but, and the Thundurus. Okay, so I was 2 off. I definitely expected him to bring a ground type. Just knowing the way he plays. This Entei, I think, is going to be really good because it's Assault Vest, and Assault Vest Extreme Speed does a lot to, I mean, it doesn't even have to be Banded, so I actually get to switch attacks, and I can kind of like get the Clefable with it because the Clefable's not doing much with its stab, and I actually, I think, can 2-hit it. It's maybe not 2-hit, but it's I can do a substantial amount of damage to it for sure. For sure. I don't know. Hopefully by time you're seeing this, I'm caught up, because at the time of recording this, like, I haven't recorded, or I haven't uploaded my battle with Sparrows. I haven't edited, and I'm behind on 2 of the APAs. Like, I was supposed to upload an APA battle today. It's just been so hectic, which, you know, also massive thank you to Randy for not being upset that I just like didn't finish everything in time, and that he sort of like let me do this doubleheader thing. Okay, so he just wants to set up rocks on turn 1. Which I guess makes sense here. I'm gonna go ahead and assume this thing is unaware. So if it's unaware, depending on investment, I could 2-shot it. I think I just Thunderbolt. Oh, well, okay, timeout. This could also be, let me look up, what's the stupid dark thing? The Zoroark? Oh, of course there's not a set for that. All right, let me find a set for this stupid Pokemon. Zoroark's like not great in Smogon, so there's not a set listed for it, but it's definitely an alright mon in just like normal mons, or not normal, in Draft League. Like, it's not great in Smogon play, but it's definitely good in Draft League because of times like this. And I don't, there's not like a way to tell, right? Like, if I click fight, I don't know. It just says all effective. All right. I think I'm just gonna click. I think I'm gonna click Volt Switch here. I think that gives me best odds on turn 1. Volt Switch on this thing because the Zoroark won't outspeed me ever. I don't believe. I'll always outspeed. And Volt. It can't be that. Oh! It is the Zoroark. Wow. That actually did. This might kill. This is like a non-0% chance to kill. Yeah, that's nuts. That's wild. And I mean, he got off good damage on turn 1. Good for him. So he's going to get to pick what he switches into no matter what happens here. So I think I'm going to go out into, I think Starmie sort of, or it's Starmie or my cat. It's like Starmie or the cat. All right, what all did he bring? This is, I goofed up. Okay, so let me jot down. I'm gonna open up a doc. I have like a blank document from my last battle, and I'm just gonna like separate it real quick. Okay, so he had Alakazam. The Zoroark's dead. Zoroark, I don't know how to spell that. KO'd by Nimbus. He had the Clef, so the Clef's still full health. He brought the, I don't remember the rest. I think the thing I'm most, he brought the Thundy. I think I can go out into Nagini here. Oh, he brought the Scolipede. Yeah, I think I can go out to Nagini here and hopefully like, try to get the Scolipede to come out and play, I guess. I don't know if that makes the most sense. It probably doesn't. I need to be able to see what the rest of his team is. Alakazam, Zoroark's dead. Thundurus, Scolipede. What else does he have? Clefable. I never take a picture or write him down anymore. I always used to do that. You know, it's weird recording videos without a hat on. I always have like a beanie or a hat. And here lately, I've just been rocking the no cover on my head. I'm so obsessed with what this last thing is. All right, so this prompts the Scolipede to come in. I think that I can take this time just to go her. I mean, probably not, honestly. If he goes for a Z move, he gets to kill this thing, which isn't great. This is why I should have gone into the cat. This is why I should have gone into the Persian. What does he have? What's the last mon? The Delphox. Delphox. Okay. Alright, so I think my play here is to click Substitute. It's to click Substitute or it's to click Leech Seed. I think it's probably to click Leech Seed and hope he goes for a Sword Stance. So we get that off. Substitute. Okay, I'm fine with this. I think. Am I? So he gets his speed boost, but we have him kind of on a clock here. I think I actually want to preserve this thing. So I'm going to make the play out into my Alolan Persian because I don't think it's that great. So he can go for his Swords Dance this turn if he wants. I think he's just going to go for an attack though. Yeah. Oh. Does this mean he doesn't have Mega Horn? If this means he doesn't have Mega Horn, this is really good for me. Oh, that was a crit? Jeez. Watch this Leech Seed action. This is my entire life right here. Oh, baby. If he has Mega Horn, he gets to kill me, like, for sure. Like, he gets to kill me for sure. But I can actually break this sub with a Foul Play. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. Probably has a Z move. Maybe he couldn't bring Mega Horn because it got in the way of... like, other coverage. Like, he has Sub... We know he has Sub and we know he has Poison Jab. So let me write that down actually. Sub, Poison Jab. All right, cool. Yeah, saving Nagini and going out to the cat was good call. Because I think Nagini's pretty good here. I mean, it's not great against the Delphox. It'll always outspeed unless the Delphox is Scarf, but Delphox looks like a good Scarfer in this instance. And the Clef, it's okay against either way. Like, if the Clef is unaware, we're going to have to figure that out. We really can't either. That's the thing. Like, there's no way of telling what the Clef's ability is. Yeah, he just withdraws. Like, he had to withdraw, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this play makes sense. I should have just clicked Parting Shot. I think he's going to try to set up rocks here, so I'm going to taunt him. I'm just going to fire off the taunt. I do not think he's going to attack. He's lefties. And I think he's going to fire up rocks here. Yep. Yep. All right, now we have to figure out what kind of Clefable this is. I'm gonna Parting Shot out. So if he stayed in, that means he's going for an actual move. And he shouldn't be able to set up rocks for a turn or two. All right, so the play I think is into Nagini. It's into Nagini or it's into Entei. I think we're gonna go out into Entei. Let me see. All right, let's just look at a Clefable set that's like max defense. And then let's look at my Entei. Yeah, this is definitely the play. I'm pretty sure this is the play. Like, I can't fathom a better play than this. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go out into Entei. Because no matter what, we should almost always threaten a 2 or 3 hit KO. Definitely a 3-hit KO, I guess is what I should be saying. And we should take like actual 0 from this Moonblast. 209 to 194. And this should prompt a switch. I would assume this prompts a switch. So the kind of obvious play here is to click. The kind of obvious play here is to click the fire attack. Sacred Fire, which to be fair, he doesn't really have a switch into. I want to make a read though. No, I think Sacred Fire Extreme Speed's pretty good here. I'm actually, or do I go for the Iron Head? Oh, Sacred Fire would actually be good if I get the burn on this Clefable. Sacred Fire would actually be good if I get the burn on this Clefable, because then I could gauge whether this thing is unaware or if it's what's its other ability? It's unaware or Magic Guard. So if we get the burn and he doesn't take burn damage, we know that he's Magic Guard. Okay, cool. This is going to be a big turn for me. He's just staying in. Like, he's willing to sack this thing off, which is wild to me. All right, does it take burn damage? He does. All right, so he's unaware. The taunt wears off. I'm going to switch to Iron Head this turn. I'm going to heckin' bamboozle him. Maybe if we get the flinch here, it's huge. Yes! I mean, it's scummy, but like getting the flinch here is a monster. Like, getting the flinch here is pretty much everything. I think he's just going to let this thing go down. Like 100% of the time, he's going to let this thing go down. I'm going to go for Iron Head. Yeah. All right, so this means no stealth rocks. We don't have to worry about this thing. Like, this opens up, I think, a lot of doors for us. I mean, the flinch was, it's a 30% flinch rate. It's not like I'm using Jirachi. Just like him setting up stealth rocks would be, I don't know. I mean, my team's not awful against them. It would just sort of like wear down and everything. I don't think I'm ready for that. So to me, this screams Z Earthquake. That's what this screams to me. Or Z Rockium Z. Rockinium Z. That's what this screams. Scolipede. This thing doesn't have great bulk in any sense of like any form. All right, well, I don't know. I don't die to anything but a Z move, so I'm just gonna stay in and go for the extreme speed. Because I can pop off with the extreme speed twice to take this thing out. Yeah, I was gonna say, this screams like Z something. Is it Z Aquatail? Yeah, it's Aquatail. So we know Substitute, Aquatail, and Poison Jab. That kills us for sure, right? Huh? I don't know what my health is at. I'm pretty sure this kills us. Yeah, all right. That's fine. It's not great because this thing was good against Mega Alakazam. He can no longer substitute, which is pretty huge. So what's the play here? I think I just go out into a Alolan Persian and try and like get the beats on, right? I mean, I could go out into Celesteela. My Celesteela definitely kills this thing. I could set up an Autonomize, but he's still gonna outspeed. And he's gonna get 2 hits off before I do anything. And we know he has Poison Jab. I'm assuming the last move. So we know he has Poison Jab. We know he has Substitute. And we know he has Aqua Tail. I'm assuming the last move is like Stone Edge. I mean, I would get 2 hits off before anything happened. His Thundurus, I think, basically has to be. His Thundurus has to be choice, is my guess here. All right, I'm going to make the safe play, and I'm going to go out into the cat. Because no matter what, I get the kill here. And I don't think we can die, and maybe we can get him to reveal his last move. So I'm just going to go out into the cat, and I'm going to click Foul Play. Which I don't think has a switch left into. Yeah. Entei's dead, which isn't great. Sub, Poison Jab, Aqua Tail. I'm assuming the last move is like Stone Edge or Rock Slide or something. I'm gonna go ahead and put Scarf by this Thundurus because I'm pretty sure that it like has to be Scarfed. Clef was KO'd by Entei. Getting knocked out by the Entei is like pretty big game here. Or letting the Entei drop rather is pretty big game here. I could have made a switch. I just don't know what my switch was. I guess it could have, I don't know, it could have been like anything, realistically. It could have been any of my Pokemon. He withdraws. He wants to preserve this thing. That's wild to me. Going into this is a little bit bold. Like he's gonna show me whether or not he's Scarfed right now. That makes me think this thing's bulky. Thundurus. Oh, he's not. So I think I can taunt this thing. Do I taunt it or I think I can just click knockoff, right? If he goes for Nasty Plot, that's pretty bad. But knowing that he's not Scarfed means I outspeed his entire team besides the Mega Alakazam right now. So what's my play here? Let's look at how much that should have done real quick. Where's my Persian at? All right, so that should have done about 47 to 50. Okay, so he's definitely running bulk. Like he's running a substantial amount of bulk. 2 more foul plays kills. He could be running the physical sets, which I think would maybe even benefit me. Interesting. All right, well, maybe he's not running the physical set. I think this is like maybe a little bit bold, but I think I can just go for the knockoff here. And then the combination of knockoff plus foul play should kill. Thunderbolt. We should live this by most calcs I'm running. Yeah. What the heck? Why do I have an alarm going off? Oh, I have to give my cats medicine tomorrow. There you go. Not my Alolan Persian, but my other cats. And now I think if we foul play this thing, I think it knocks it out. Which would be a massive, like this would be a massive KO for me. Because this is sort of his last check to Celesteela. Sort of like his last check to Celesteela. He doesn't have a switch into it right now, for what it's worth. Like, Nothing switches into a foul play super profitably. Mega Alakazam is sort of like the last ditch effort here. I think this kills based on the damage it did the first time. Yeah. And now I guess it's like the Delphox has to be scarfed, I think. I think the Delphox basically has to be scarfed, which would make a lot of sense, but he couldn't switch into it ever. That would make a lot of sense. What is my out to that? I guess Starmie. Starmie's pretty good here. But it kind of like forces him to switch if he has the Delphox in the back. And it forces a switch into the Scolipede. All right, we knocked this thing out. I can go ahead and put it out. Oh, wow. He's just going in. I think I'm willing to let this thing drop. I think I'm at the part in my life where I'm willing to let this thing drop. So I'm going to go for a foul play. I can't switch out in case he goes for a substitute. Like, it's not the best, but I have to, like, I think I have to let this thing drop right now. Right here, right now. Trace. Oh, wow. He traces the fur coat. That's huge for him. This kills us like 100% of the time. I should have switched. I didn't think about that. What's my out to this? Oof. This is not great. All right, let's see. Alakazam, Mega. Because it still might be that Celesteela is the correct switch here. I shouldn't have let him trace for a coat. What was I thinking? All right, so now his ability is fur coat. Yeah, he eats 2 heavy slams. And I don't eat 2 HP fire, so I have to deal damage to it first. Wow. Why didn't I play this better? All right, so he has Signal Beam for sure. Okay. So how much is this going to do to my Superior? My Superior can come in and live any hit. And we can pop off with a Leech Storm, or we can go for a Leaf Storm, or we can go for a Leech Seed. I think the play... Nimbus is at roughly... Yeah, we just die if we switch into Nimbus. Okay. Alright, so I think the correct play here is to pop off with a Leech Seed. I think that's the best line I have. It's not ideal, but I think this is the only way I have a shot, like an outside shot at this. Why didn't I think about that and switch? Because Celesteela wins me the game. Like, Celesteela 100% wins me the game if this thing doesn't have fur coat. But if he has fur coat, he has no reason to switch. The idea here is that I can land a leech. I have to land the Leech Seed, which is pretty huge. Like, it's a pretty big ask if you ask me. It's like a pretty big ask to land a Leech Seed. I probably should have gone for... substitute because I'm at full. Yeah, I should have gone for substitute. I don't know. It's just a pretty big ask to land a Leech Seed right now because I think my entire game hinges on it. Because Celesteela is going to need the extra recovery. Like, I don't think I have time to set up a... I don't think I have time to set up an Autonomize. I think I just have to go straight off for the Heavy Slam. If I can get him to switch here, it's giant. Like, it's massive. He knows I'm Leech Seed, and I think it's the only thing he's seen. So maybe he could be predicting Light Screen. Okay, he's just going to go for Psychic. Signal Beam actually looks like it would have done more. Okay. I should have gone for substitute every chance, every time. All right. Yep. All right, so that takes me out. Okay, so really I'm like 100% just banking on I'm just banking on Celesteela. I think that Leech Seed miss probably cost me the game. Because Celesteela knocks this Mega Alakazam out 9 times out of 10. He definitely has Hidden Power Fire too. I think that my only out here. Let's look at a set. I can't believe I let him do that. That's 100% my fault. All I had to do was switch. And then I think this game was mine. I think it would have been easy at that point. All right, he has Fur Coat. Looks like Heavy Slam can do a maximum of 60%. Z Stone Edge. No, all right. We have to just click Heavy Slam. We don't even have time to autonomize. Oh, he withdraws. Holy. All I had to do, well, no, that's not true. All right, so this thing's 100% scarfed. Like, it's scarfed 100% of the time. I think I'd go out into Starmie here. Do I ever outspeed this thing if it's scarfed? I don't think I do. Like, I can't stay in. I probably should have checked. I should have done some calcs here. He's 100% scarfed. No, we die. All right, we die to the Fire Blast 100% of the time. Starmie takes 42%, and we Oko back with Scald. Oof. This is like coming down to the wire. If Delphox is scarfed and it's max speed, we never outspeed it with Celesteela. I wish I'd gone for EQ there. I mean, I couldn't really I couldn't know. It's not even a guaranteed kill. It is now, but it wasn't at the time. So I have to keep Celesteela as healthy as possible. If at all possible, I would like to set up 2 Autonomizes on the Scolipede. Oh, it's Flamethrower. We actually live that probably. All right, so now I think I have to make the read that he's gonna go back out into Scolipede. I think I have to make that read, right? Or do I? I think I have to make that read. That he switches out into Scolipede and this thing is scarfed and he knows it's his only way to like actually get Celesteela. Let's look at the damage. Flamethrower, because what's this thing doing if it's not scarfed? Like, what's this thing doing if it's not scarfed? Starmie. Flamethrower took me to 91 out of 138. So it took me to, oh, not 91%, 91. Took me to 65%, so it did 35%. Yeah, I think this thing, it has to be scarfed. Because what is it doing if it's not scarfed? It's scarfed. All right, I'm going out into Celesteela. I'm making the play. I'm making the read. I'm making the read and I'm going out into Celesteela. Yes! I think this double saved my entire game. All right, so I think this turn I click Autonomize. How much is that gonna do? Oh, wow. That's the game. That's the game, dog. That's wild. That's wild. I've got no outs. I've got 0 outs. Am I even faster than this thing right now? No. Oh my god. I feel like it doesn't matter because we know that the Delphox is scarfed, or at least I'm like 99.9% sure. I'm like 99.9% sure that the Delphox is scarfed. If it's not scarfed, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's scarfed. It's easy that it's scarfed. All right, so we have to let him lock into whatever to take us out. I'm gonna go for EQ. I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay. So he goes for Shadow Ball. Now I guess the question is there any scenario where Raikou and Starmie can pull this out? I don't think so. It's going to be super close. This is all 100% because I missed... Maybe not. That's probably not super fair to say. All right. I'm going to go for... I'm just going to lock into Shadow Ball. He used a Shadow Ball. I don't think this will kill. I didn't run a calc. I'm just guessing. So this thing's gone. Now I'm pretty sure it all comes down to like, no, I think we just lose. We lose to everything the Mega Alakazam can do. We have 0 damage on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just lose, right? Like we just have to lose. It was very close. I don't think there's anything that can happen because we die to a Psychic 100% of the time. And then he has Signal Beam for the Starmie. Yeah, we're dead. All right. That was a good game. It was really close. It was a lot closer than I thought. Endeavor threw me for a loop. I'm not going to lie. Like, Endeavor was wild. I mean, I don't know that I'm ever, quote unquote, winning that, but that was a wild game. All right, let's just go for the Scald. I don't think it matters because I think Signal Beam just takes us out, right? Yeah. All right. Good game. A 1-0. All right, so that makes us fall to 3 and 5, and I think I have to win the second battle. So I guess we're gonna just like run it back. Jeez, I don't know where I misplayed there. Jeez, that was rough. I shouldn't have let the Scolipede. I guess I shouldn't switch into the Celesteela, but like, how could I know? How could I know? Would you like to save a video of this battle? Yes. So I guess we're gonna run it back and just like back-to-back battle these. That was a super good game. Man, I'm a little bummed. My next team I don't think is nearly as good as that one. So do we cancel the battle or can we play with the same rules and pick different teams? All right, we can just pick different teams. All right, here we go. My second team is a lot more like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me load this set into to the calculator now. Ugh. What music do we want to listen to this time? Let's do Battle Royale. I don't even know what that is, but let's do it. If Randy beats me both of these games, I think I don't have a shot to playoffs. I'm not really sure. All right, so this game we see... All right, let's paste this in real quick. All right, so we see Mega Alakazam, Delphox, Zoroark. So a lot of this basically like one mon different, just like one mon different, which makes a lot of sense. I think my lead this game, what looks really good to me is just Nidoqueen. This one doesn't have the Scolipede, so Toxic Spikes are huge here. Toxic Spikes are massive here. But if he's predicting me to lead the Nidoqueen to get up my hazards, wouldn't he lead one of his like Nidoqueen checks? I would think. I don't think he'll lead the Zoroark 2 times in a row. I'm actually gonna lead Primeape, I think. I'm gonna lead Primeape. And see where that gets me in life. Just gonna reveal the Scarfape turn 1. I wish I could cancel this actually. I feel like Primeape's not the best lead. So this team is really weird. I have 2 setup sweepers, I guess, technically. I'm going to go ahead and predict this Clefable is also unaware, which would make a lot of sense. The only reason I brought 2 setup sweepers, knowing that he has access to Clefable, is just because I have 2 Mons that don't need to set up that can just nuke Clefable in Nidoqueen and Celesteela. Like, I think Celesteela's Heavy Slam, even without setting up, decimates the Clefable. This is also just like a really, really bulky Celesteela. I'm kind of hoping he predicts me to lead the Nidoqueen here. I think that would be my best out. I have to win this game, so I need to play really well. All right, so we actually had a DC, so we're restarting the whole battle. But by the whole battle, I mean, I think we're only 3 turns in, so it's going to be really easy to recreate. Basically, we both switched out on turn 1. I switched out thinking that this was going to be Scarf Mienshao, which I was kind of right. So we switched out. I went to Annihilation, hoping he would go for High Jump Kick because I have the Silvally Ghost. And then he also switches and goes out into his actual Mienshao. Here we go. And then on this turn, I was predicting a knockoff. So I switched, and what I probably should have done in this scenario was just go out into, or just like stay in and go for flame charge. I don't know. So after this, we're pretty much caught up, but it gets worse because he U-turns. We're really hoping for like no crits here, like no crits, no extra, like no poison is what's about to happen because he's going to Thunderous. And I stayed in Mega Evolved because for some reason I never ever remember that Thunderous gets Sludge Wave. I just don't, and I don't know why, because I don't know if it's been Randy each time, but I've been got by this more times than I care to admit. So I'm just gonna stay in and click return on this play. And we basically just have to hope that my return doesn't crit him, and that, or his Sludge Wave doesn't crit or poison me. And then we're gonna be at the exact same spot we were when the DC happened. So Sludge Wave happens, we live it, we go to like 28-ish health, 33. So, you know, we lived. And then if this return crits, it's not what happened in real life. Okay. So now we're back up to speed, and I was debating on whether or not to switch out at this point, but I don't think there's anything slow enough except maybe the Clefable that I can actually roost on. That being said, I think the play out into Nidoqueen is pretty good here because unless he has HP Ice, it's fine. I don't know. That's just the line I think I had to take. Oh my god. Just be a god, why don't you? Just be a god. All right, well, we're getting super got by Randy right now. Yeah. Wow. Like it's fine. I mean, this is what's gonna happen. I mean, it makes sense. I'm just gonna try to set up Toxic Spikes. Maybe he predicts me to switch out again. I don't know. If he predicts me to switch out again, that would be great. I'm going to try to set up Toxic Spikes. No, he goes for the right play. Wow, so my Altaria is super down. My Altaria is super down. I can go out into Primeape, or I can go out into my I can go out into Raikou because I outspeed at least. Like, at least we know we outspeed. So we've got something going for us. I'm just going to click Thunderbolt here. He doesn't have a switch into that, right? I don't think he does. Wow. Life's really bad when you're just getting got by Randy. It's really bad. I probably should have made a different switch. So he's definitely Thunderbolt, Sludge Wave, Psychic. No Focus Blast. That makes sense. I don't have like a fantastic way to counteract any of this. Like, I didn't have a fantastic switch. This is like the bulkier team I had, but part of all of that bulk is 100% just, he shouldn't be able to calc anything by that. He knows we're not Life Orb. That's all he should be able to tell, which was kind of a reason to do this. I don't know. What's your switch here? Most likely. Something I can Calm Mind on. That'd be cool. If it's the Mienshao, definitely not. But I think I can sub on the Mienshao. Predicting a U-turn. I also have to kind of be like cognizant of one of them is the Mienshao and the other one is 100% a Zoroark. I don't know, man. I've not been playing the best. I've not been playing the best. To be fair, Randy's like kind of a beast. I kind of went into this expecting to just get mollywopped 2 games in a row. I really, really did. So let's pull up a Zoroark set. Same time, he's definitely running some calcs here. Definitely running some calcs. The Psychic play is so good. Why do I never think of these things? That was a heavy read too. 100% a heavy read. Delphox. Alright, interesting. This is an interesting switch. I don't know what I do here. Let's assume that he is Scarfed. If he's scarfed, I think the proper play is to just click Calm Mind. So that's what I'm going to do. He's not scarfed. So does that mean he's Calm Minds? Are we both Calm Minds? Is he sub Calm Minds? Psyshock. Jeez, come on. Can I catch a break? Like, can I catch a break one time? Never. It's okay. I'm not playing great. He definitely has the Psyshock. It was a good read. It was a good read on his part. It was a super good read. All right, so we're at +1, which I guess doesn't mean much. Like, doesn't mean a whole lot. It means that Shadow Ball has can do a lot of damage. That's what it looks like it means. So he has Psyshock, so we have to just go for the Shadow Ball here. We should have to go for 2 Shadow Balls. It's the play. And then just let my Raikou go down. Yep. Like, there was never a chance of that OHKOing. Then he just gets to go out into Mega Alakazam and sort of like destroy my life, which is just wonderful. I mean, I probably keep Raikou because it outspeeds most of his team. This is going to be a quick match because we're already like swinging and banging. Like, we're already swinging and banging. Is he going to preserve this thing? I guess I should have gone for Thunderbolt. No, he's not preserving it. So we go out into the Mian Shao, and that makes a lot of sense here. The Alakazam also makes a lot of sense here. I don't know, man. The Raikou's basically dead. My Mega Altaria is basically dead. We don't have great... We're not playing with great odds. We've knocked out 2 things, a Thundurus and the Delphox, so... Got that going in our favor, so that means Celesteela is going to be harder to kill. But he has the Zoroark in the back. It can't Z-move. What are his Z-mons? What are your Z-mons, Bubba? Oh, it's Scolipede and I think Delphox. So we should see no Z-moves this game, which means we've got a shot. We've definitely got a shot. So he's got... The Delphox is KO'd. The Zoroark is a Mian Shao. Good to note. The Thundurus is KO'd. And my Mons, Mega Altaria, is coasting at about 30%. Not 30%, like 20%. Alright. Not great. I probably should have let the Mega Altaria go down. Honestly. That was probably the correct line. I'm assuming he just goes out into the Mega Alakazam or the Mian Shao here. I don't think this... I don't know. Raikou's still pretty decent. Like, Raikou still does work in the fact that it outspeeds... Well, it doesn't even outspeed the Mian Shao, actually. It's probably not good enough. This is an interesting bring. This is like an interesting thing to switch into currently. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolts. I'm just going to go for the T-Bolt. If he sets up a Calm Mind, I think he probably just like wins the game. It's good damage. You can't say it's not good damage. All right, so could this be a shot for me? Let's look. Okay, so he's no kind of... he's probably the Unaware set is my guess. How much is your Moonblast on that set doing to my Mega Altaria? 43 to 52%. It's a little unfortunate. I guess I could just go out into Primeape here. Let's see. I'm at 33 health. So I'm at 18. Which is not much. All right, I think the real play here is to go out into Annihilation. I mean, I'm 100% sure he's unaware, right? Like 100% sure. This is like what Celesteela's for, right? Okay, cool. All All right, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go out into Celesteela. I don't know what he can do. I probably should have, I don't know. I guess he could have Thunderbolt. You definitely have Thunderbolt, but that shouldn't do too much to us. Thunderbolt. I could Leech Seed on a switch. I think Leech Seed is probably best play, right? I think Leech Seed has to be best play. So I'll do that. I'll click Leech Seed. Use his Flamethrower. This should do about 30% to us. And we'll know if he's unaware or if he's not unaware. This is much better for us if he's Magic Guard, I think. So do we see the Leech Seed? Does the Leech Seed do damage? Did that do damage? I couldn't tell. Oh wait. Okay, so he's unaware. All right, cool. So I think we can just Leech Seed again here, predicting a switch, or we can go for an Air Slash. What's KO'd? I guess is like a pretty good. The Thunderstone and the Delphox. Oh, okay, so we've actually got through a lot of his like heavy hitters. So we can just kill this thing, and then that kind of opens up the door. I think I just go for the Heavy Slam here. I can go for the Heavy Slam, or I can go for the Leech Seed again. I think I just go for the Heavy Slam, probably. I think that's best play. I should have gone for the Protect to get some health back. He's definitely gonna go into Zoroark, I'm pretty sure. So this should take this thing out, yeah. So this opens up some doors for my this opens up some doors. I'm defense, right? Oh, it's Spadef. Okay. This opens up some doors for, if I could ever think, Sableyes. God, I can't think right now. I'm just trying not to lose. Because I legitimately think I have to win this to have a shot at playoffs. I legitimately believe that, like 100%. I don't need this open, really. All right, so I should have clicked Protect there. I think clicking Protect there was best play. So I'm at 90 out of 203, which is 44%. I think no matter what he outs into, I have to make a move on it. Like no matter what it is, I have to do something. Like he can go out into Mega Alakazam, I think would be fine. I'm pretty sure at this point he's probably gonna go out. Let's double check here. All right, so the Mienshao, the Clefable is KO'd. The Mienshao's alive, the Alakazam's alive, and the Zoroark's alive. So I think he's gonna go out into the Mienshao. And then it's kind of a case of what does he go for? Because I think I probably live. I don't know. Will I live? I know Zoroark gets Flamethrower, like 100%. Let's put the Zoroark at being Life Orb. This was never revealed, so why is it revealed now? All right, so Life Orb. Fire Blast probably does the trick, right? I'm assuming. Or Flamethrower. I would assume does the trick. Does this thing get Nasty Plot? I don't think it does. It wouldn't make sense if it doesn't though, right? I mean, it's not fast enough to really capitalize on it. What do I have left in the back? I have Grimeep in the back. So if this thing sets up a Nasty Plot, it's fine. I just let something go down. I'm just going to Protect this turn to get some recovery. And sort of like scout what he's gonna do. So I'm pretty sure he has Flamethrower, and that would do. I'm at +1 Spadef right now. So Flamethrower won't kill. If he has Nasty Plot though, he kind of gets me. He like has to know I'm gonna go for Flamethrower. I'm kind of confused as to why this thing's. I'm kind of confused as to why its disguise is revealed right now. He has to be. I probably shouldn't have gone. Does he have Nasty Plot? No. Okay. So he's going for Knock. I can just Heavy Slam this thing and then take the Knock. Does that make sense? Or do I want to preserve? I probably just let Zephyr go down here. I probably just sack. It might not even kill me. But Celesteela seems like it probably kills the rest of his team. So now I can go out into Primeape. Alright. I can go into Primeape. And he has to either let it die. Yeah, so close combat kills 100% of the time. Like 100% of the time. Cool. So he has to let this die, or he has to switch. Mega Alakazam I don't think is a switch. Alakazam... I think he's just going to let this thing drop, because this thing will die to 2 close combats, and I outspeed, so I'm just going to go for the CC here. I think that's best play. Just go for the close combat, kill the Zoroark, get it done. It's probably the last thing that can really kill Celesteela. Would be my guess. It's probably the last thing that can actually take out Celesteela 100%. Does this Mega Alakazam OHKO my Sableyes? Why do I have its type set to normal on here? Its type should be Ghost. No. So Shadow Ball doesn't OHKO, but I actually get a shot to OHKO with multi-attack. It's pretty good. Oh wow, he's sacking something. Does this thing live? This thing might just live, which would be a little bit gross. Yes! 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 Do we win? Do we have a shot here? Do we have an outside shot at winning? Was that a roll of some sort? Like, what's going on? It was a roll. It was, I mean, at 0-0. So I get 0 HP, 0 or 4 defense. It was 62.5% chance to OHKO. Wow. That's wild. Okay. So I really have to like hone in right now. I really have to hone in. So Primeape is suddenly much more valuable. Like Primeape is suddenly much more valuable. He has to go out into Mega Alakazam here. I think I just have to stay in and click close combat though. I do. Like, even though Primeape is so much more valuable right now, I think that I still just have to stay in and click close combat. Yeah, okay, cool. So I think I just stay in, I click close combat, and I let this thing go down. Because the alternative here is, if he gets a sub up, though, it feels like he's winning. If he gets a sub up, it feels like he's winning. How much? Yeah, I think I just have to let him. I think I just have to like go for the CC, because if he gets a sub up, it feels like he's winning. It feels like he's winning hard. All right, I'm gonna go for the close combat. It should do. Should do 75 to 89%. Or no, 40. Oh, wow. Why didn't I? I should have. Why didn't I switch out? I thought this was going to do so much more damage. Is the main reason. Like 100% the main reason. All right, so we die in a blaze of glory. And now I think my play is to go out into my Sableyes. I'm gonna click Flame Charge first, which should check out. This also could prompt like a switch on his end, but I don't think so. I don't think it will. Flame Charge looks like it does. I mean, the damage it does is like not super relevant here. What is relevant is that we shouldn't be able to be one-shot outside of a crit Shadow Ball. And that's even assuming he has Shadow Ball. And Shadow Ball, I mean, I'm sure this thing gets Dark Pulse, but Shadow Ball and Dark Pulse are basically the same thing. I mean, he go for a sub here. Doesn't seem like a winning line. I think he's just going to attack, and I think he's going to Shadow Ball. I think he's going to have the Shadow Ball. But after +1, we should be outspeeding 100% of the time. Let me pull my like actual calculator up. 149 is my speed times 1.5. It takes us to 1 point above the Mega Alakazam. And we know that the Zoroark, yeah, so he just stays in Psychics. So this should do about 50%, which is fine. Like, I get it. So now we'll outspeed, and we'll even outspeed the Zoroark, barring a Sucker Punch, I guess. I mean, he showed knockoff, so he's likely to have Sucker Punch, I suppose. I'm just going to go for the multi-attack here. And then against the Zoroark, I'm going to go for Iron Head. If he has Sucker Punch, I mean, he has Sucker Punch. I can't do a ton about that. All right. Let's go for the Iron Head. Do you have Sucker Punch? It'd be really good if he didn't. Because we, like, getting chip damage on this? Yeah, okay. All right, so he has the Sucker Punch, which takes us out and then takes him to, like, pretty low. Not low. Not low. That's not the right word for that. It looks to me like he's at about 80%. I have one play here, and it's just to go out into Celesteela. All right, so he's Life Orbed. We know he has knockoff. We know he has Sucker Punch. And we know he has... That's it. That's all we know. I could see some type of like flamethrower or something like that. Potentially. I'm going to go ahead and assume based off of this that he has... I'm just going to put him at max attack. Max attack, I don't know, Jolly. Let's look at calcs like this. Oh, I'm sorry. Celesteela. So I think I have to protect turn 1. I think I like have to protect. Yeah. Or I could just go for the Heavy Slam. I'm going to protect to get more health back. Just like, I don't know. If he has like a setup move now, he gets me. Like if he Hone Clauses or something. Okay, so he has Flamethrower. It looks like it shouldn't kill me. And I think if everything, I mean, it might kill me. I don't know. We've got one line here, and it's to go for Heavy Slam. It's to go for Heavy Slam and hope he's mixed enough to the fact where... hope he's mixed enough to where it doesn't kill me. I'm at 114 out of 203, which means I'm just above. I'm at 56%. So if he's max special attack, Flamethrower never OHKOs me. If he's max special attack, Flamethrower never OHKOs me. And Heavy Slam does 76 to 91%. All right, here we go. Live. Yes. Yes. Take your Life Orb damage. Please kill. Please kill. This game was wild. These two games were wild. 1-1 is better than I thought I was going to do. Oh my God. This was the most intense 2 games I've ever played. Both of them came down to 1-0s. I don't think it could get much better than that. This game is wild. This is the most fun I've had playing Pokemon in a long time. It really is. I've been feeling really worn down on. Oh my God. These games were wild. They were actually wild. Holy. Okay. I'm done like ranting about it. These games were phenomenal. I had so much fun playing these games. My goodness. There was a lot of rolls. There was hacks here and there. There was misplays on both ends, but the games were wild. You can't argue that. I probably should have saved the Primate. 100%. I should have switched out and just gone into Celesteela like that turn. 100%, but still. I don't think it could get much better than that. All right, please like this video. Go show Randy some love. He's a good friend. 1-1 is better than I thought I was going to do because Randy's really good. And in fact, I think it's like historically accurate that every season of the PGBL, we've split the 2 games we played because there's always sort of this rivalry that goes on in PGBL. So there's always a rivalry, which means you always play someone twice. And it's wild because every time I've played Randy in all 3 seasons, we've split the 2 like normal season games. I don't know if this is going to help my chances of making playoffs. I hope it does because we beat Root, we beat Randy. This moves us to, I think I was 3-4, so no, 3-5. So now I'm 4-5, which means I just need to win out of my next few battles. I don't know. These were wild games. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Go ahead and share it with a friend because this is a double header and it's really fun. So you should watch all of it. I mean, I'm telling you this at the end. I mean, I should like record something to put at the beginning. Geez. These were wild games. Leave a like, go check out Randy's side of the battle. Subscribe if you're new here. Talk to me in the comment section down below about these bananas games, please. I would love to talk to you about it. Share this. These are I think my favorite 2 battles I've ever had because they're nuts. They are nuts, and I think the way they played out is just so wild. Okay, I'm done. I'm done sort of like geeking out about this. Definitely go check out Randy's side of the battle. It'll be worth your time. Go subscribe to him. He needs more subscribers because he's really good at this game. My name is In Vivid Color. I'm your coach of the South Texas Sableyes. I've won some games now, but I'm kind of done here and I gotta leave. Bye. So tell me something.